Hello and welcome, everybody. This is the Howling of Frankfort. I am, of course, joined by Envy Rose.
What's up? I'm Kita today.
Nappy Kitty.
Tori, or not Tori.
What?
Tomi.
Huh.
Your name
Who-
is too close to my character's name.
Pooter.
I'm Jackson.
Vincent.
You would have to pick right when I had a roll in my mouth. Vincent Elwin playing Cedric.
And I, of course, am the storyteller. So, Pooter, you want to hit us with the recap?
Hit us with the recap, getting really close to the mic so that my mustache is touching it. All right, so last week, or last episode, it wasn't last week, I don't remember. Anyways, we had an unusual visitor at our house, Spider Queen. Oh no. She doesn't actually have a name, so she's taken the body that she's taken, Cynthia, and she's offered us a deal. Do we take it? She wants us out, and in return, she gets the city and she'll take care of the pier for us. I don't know about that deal, but we're having some other problems because now Jackson made a call and now Vanessa has showed up to throw maybe a wrench in that plan. We'll see what happens.
Alright, so we're gonna go with Jackson, Tomi, and Kita, which are all outside with the Aslu Queen, as it were, discussing the deal.
I'm still in Urhan, right?
Yes, you're still in Urhan. And you were speaking with Tomi telekinetically.
Cool. I wag my tail and hope that she takes the offer. Looking at Tomi.
Cynthia kind of looks expectantly at Tomi, while also keeping an eye on her spiders as they crawl up and down the willow tree. You can also see traveling roots in his tree. He is not pleased by the amount of spiders crawling all over them.
Jack and Kita, I need you both to go back inside with Cedric and just fill him in, and I will be in momentarily.
All right, let's go.
Kita
Kita.
follows behind.
Yes, heal.
Alright, as you two enter, that just leaves Cynthia and Tomi in the scene.
Okay, so I'm very interested in your deal.
Ah, finally. Somebody with some sense.
However, speaking of sense, in order for me to convince my pack to take this deal, I'm going to have to play it off as if I'm not taking the deal.
And what...
If I just go in and I tell them, hey guys, we're going to take this deal, they're going to fight me on it. They're not going to believe me, quite frankly. So I'm going to have to fight on it for a bit. You're going to have to give us a few days.
Few days. While you're here in these few days, I would need a certain amount of assurance that you're not just going to come after me.
Fair enough.
So what assurance could you provide me?
I can only give you my word. That might not be much to you. So, what assurance were you thinking of me offering?
You see her face distort slightly. Once again, the spider bits underneath the human meat sack twitching.
Gross.
I could send an emissary to keep tabs on you.
Like a spider?
Something a bit more substantial than one of these shards. I need somebody that has actual intellect. It would be one of my hybrids.
All right. Fair enough. Yep. If you want to keep an eye on us, that's fine.
All right. I will make the necessary arrangements on my end. She eyes the loci in the corner that you keep outside. She's like, may I use that to get back to where I need to go?
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
She
Oh, you're gonna have to let me know when your spy gets here. Only because if one of my people find them, well, obviously, they're a done deal.
I will make it known. Don't worry.
All right. I stand up. And yeah.
She walks over and touches the loci, and with a blink, both her and the hundreds of other spiders have disappeared.
Oh, gross.
Traveling Roots looks so much happier that those spiders are now off of his tree.
Me too. Me too, Roots. Oh, we got a lot of stuff that's gonna start happening. Okay. Take a deep breath, and I head back into the house.
As you open the door, you're greeted by the blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl that you so loathe. She's already tapping her foot, staring at you expectantly.
I felt a disturbance. I thought it was the spider lady, but I'm wrong. I am
Tomi! Tomi!
It's you.
Yes. She holds out her arms. Give me a hug, girl. Come on, bring it in.
Tilts her head in that puppy strange
I-
way.
Not gonna hug you. Not gonna hug you.
Are you still mad over the Cantillion? Come here.
Everybody was invited except for me. I mean, that was rude. That's what? No.
Come here, come here, come here.
I'm not.
She moves in closer and wraps her arms around you and places her head right next to your ear. What the hell have you just done?
War is among us. That's all I gotta say. And your people and my people and everybody around us better get ready.
Am I gonna have to bring the other two as well?
You're gonna have to bring everybody. As much as I hate having you all, we're gonna have to bring everybody.
At this point, Craig comes in and it seems like he's maybe gotten a rather large amount of your valuables tucked underneath his trench coat. He goes, okay, so we're gonna call everybody, we're gonna call the Protectorate?
Probably. Look, the deal that she wanted to make for us was for us to leave while she gets rid of everybody here in town, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if, I'm pretty sure she's probably gone to the other packs, George. I wouldn't be surprised if she went to you and made the same, if not a similar or better offer.
Vanessa shakes her head. Nope. We don't have any spider issues in Michigan town.
Yet.
That's true.
Alright, well, in that case, I wouldn't be surprised if she went to George then. There's no reason for her to just try to make a deal with us.
Didn't she say she approached them, or just that she was going to get rid of them?
Are you asking?
I believe she only said that she was planning on just destroying them. I don't think she actually went to George.
Yeah, she had stated that she has other ways of taking care of them.
Okay, that's what
Yeah.
I thought.
If I may.
Everybody looks towards
Yeah.
Cedric.
Aslu has no need to go to George. She would be wasting her time. George and the Pure are not the kind to simply shy away or wheel and deal. They're far too prideful. No. She came to us because we don't have nearly as much pride, or arrogance, I guess you could say, as the Pure. We're arguably more sensible.
Traveling Roots goes, and that goes doubly for Ben's pack with how much they love spirits.
Well, either way, she made the proposal. I told her we would take it. However, I told her that I would tell you, team, that we're not taking it. Just so, because obviously we're not taking the deal.
Good.
Real
It's a
quick.
terrible deal.
Yeah, it's a terrible, terrible idea. However, to make her believe that I am on board, but that we have to play it off as if we're not on board to make her think that I really am on board. Do you see where I'm getting at?
Bark, bark.
She's gonna send a spy, obviously, because just a word of mouth. Lawyer, you should know. Word of mouth means nothing. Or
Craig nods.
so she's gonna send a spy. We can't kill it. We will need to be very careful with how we word things. So at first we'll have to make her believe that I am trying to convince you guys that this is a good idea, a good deal to take. In the meantime, we need to plan something, because this buys us some time, because obviously she is ready to go on the move. If I would have just not taken the deal, her plan might already been in motion.
So this spy thing she's sending, if we see it, do we kill it
I'd say attack it.
to make it seem like, well,
Yeah.
obviously we don't want it
We
there.
obviously we don't want it there, yes. But we have to make it we have to make all of this very believable.
What is your perception?
Well, I was going to say for the listeners, I'd like to check the room for any potential ears that the walls might have grown.
All right. You are in Hishu, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So my perception plus one. What is the perception roll again? I'm sorry.
Perception.
Second page.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Indeed.
it's 5. Give me a moment here. Let me mute my mic.
And then we make dice roll sounds. Clack, 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 clack.
Oh, okay, that's an 8 and a 0. Rerolling the 0. 5. So 2 successes.
It seems like whatever spiders may have been around, they either stayed outside or, they're in their usual corners.
If I might remind everyone present that we are not the only ones weaving tangled webs. We would be very wise to watch what we say in these halls. They definitely have ears.
We only have one hallway.
He just kind of rolls his eyes.
Moving forward, I agree. We need to all be very careful with what we say and how we say it.
Be that as it may, I have Ophelia checking the upper floors for any signs of spiders or webbing that we might want to remove. I also have her doing research on the computer. We'll see what she turns up.
Roots, can you see, sense anything? Can you start keeping an eye?
Roots transmits his, limited first tongue knowledge to you. I can look, I can see, but there's no, special sense for these type of creatures.
Okay. Fair enough.
But
Alright.
Reginald might be able to sniff them out. Traveling Roots makes a snide remark.
Great. Yep. All right. So that's that for now. Now we just need to plan something out sneakily.
Well, I'm gonna start carrying bug spray on me at all times.
Vanessa turns to Jackson.
Ah.
You need to get on the horn and call our friends in Lafayette.
All right, I will go ahead and do that. Anyone else?
Nope, you just...
Yes. I just kind of raised my hand. Oh God, I just nat 1'd my geography test, didn't I? Lafayette. Where is that again? I went brain
It's
dead. I'm sorry.
It's about 45 minutes out. I think
so still in
south of
Indiana.
us.
Darn.
Yeah.
I don't know.
still
I
in-
think there's a Lafayette in Louisiana. That's what I thought.
Yeah, there is.
I was about to make a Cajun joke, which might still have worked. Oh well, carry on.
Yes, get on the horn, get the Ebon Shadows down here. I will get on the horn and get the rest of the Glitter Fangs here. We'll have to...
Physically here?
Didn't you just say we're going to war? Might as well get everybody here, get all the boots on the ground.
Okay, but not physically here. I still need her to believe that we're on board with this. And don't tell anybody.
Oh, dear
what's
sweetie.
going on.
I understand your predicament. I understand you. I understand your pack. I understand what you're telling your pack to do. I'm not your pack, honey.
Keep
I'm bringing the Glitter Fangs, and if Jackson doesn't call the Ebon Shadows, I'll just call them myself.
You can call whoever you want, whoever the frick you want, but you can't bring them here. As soon as they find out, or she finds out, this whole plan falls apart. The less people that know about it, the better. The more people know about a secret, the harder it is to keep a secret.
I'm not telling them anything other than to get their butts down here and get ready for a fight.
Could
Alright.
you
Cheetah's
tell
gonna
them to
go
get
hiss
ready
you
for
real
a
quick.
fight while still keeping a fair distance?
What's a fair distance?
Outside of our territory?
Oh, you mean outside of this 1 block radius? She gives a sharp look at Tomi.
Kita's back in his shoe. Look, keep your pets on the outside of town. Because if anything goes wrong, your territory is going to be next, along with George and everything else living.
That's why we need to move now. We have a moment of reprieve. Let's take advantage of it. I will even put my issues aside with the Pure. If we mobilize now, get your contacts in the Pure on the line as well, and let's just move. Let's get this over with.
So you basically just want to rush in with pure numbers and no plan.
Oh, there's...
Your plan numbers.
Craig kind of
I
raises...
can assure you, in numbers, they outnumber all of us.
Craig kind of raises his hand. I might be able to get a couple of flamethrowers.
That's
You can
cute.
stay.
Craig goes, yes! I'm gonna call my contacts at Fort Wayne.
Look, just stay on the outskirts of town. Call whoever you want, like how Tommy said. But if there's no detailed plan, the second you step into this town, you're gone. Everything you know is going to be gone.
Are you threatening me, little pup? She shoots you a glare.
I'm
Cedric.
giving you a warning, Grandma, that you're not taking.
Cedric, is that tea?
As a matter of
As
fact,
old
yes.
as you
I was
are,
thinking
I
I
think
would.
you should be wise enough to
dear.
heed these warnings.
I just have a tray of tea, just like, oh dear, not again.
Still
I'm gonna
holding it.
take one. I'm gonna take one.
If I might offer an insight.
Proceed.
With one swift, before anybody else can say anything, with one swift motion, Vanessa's hand is underneath the coffee table and has swept it up and thrown it directly into Kita, shattering it on Kita's face. Please take a point of lethal damage.
I can't block.
Oh no.
I already subtracted your defense from it, actually.
Oh my
You
god!
did this already? I can't even prepare, you jerk. How do I subtract that, by the way?
That's an X in the leftmost box in your health.
My coffee table.
You're just gonna...
Using the PDF, just mark it on a piece of paper.
Yeah. Just mark it on a piece of paper.
Where's pen? Okay, I'm gonna scratch. I'm gonna just have like a little tack mark. So
That's fine. Just an X.
And
Do
Kia's
I-
gonna go Erhan.
Okay. Alright, that's fine. Tommy, you have just watched your coffee table shatter into a billion pieces.
Oh my god, my coffee table.
This coffee table made it so long, and now this is
It
what
made
does
it
it.
so long. Do I have to roll, or do I just use it, or do I just lose it?
I'll give you the choice on that.
I want to just lose it. This little beezy is going down. I want to rape her face off. My coffee table.
Is that
Everybody
directed at me?
knows. Just
Okay.
you're fine, okay? You're fine. Just lethal damage. You're good. It's a
Just
coffee table.
lethal.
Yeah, you'll be fine in like 15 minutes.
Yeah, you're fine. My coffee table cannot recover from lethal damage.
It is
It's okay. We probably won't be needing our character sheets for much longer anyway.
So, are you going to, which way are you going to shift? I will allow you the choice of Urshel or, Dalu. Because you're wanting to fall into, Wasu, correct?
Correct. Dalu, that's my more comfortable form.
Basu?
As you, shift, Vanessa matches you. Because both of you can shift as reflexes.
Ian, sorry, don't mean to interrupt, but what is that one thing I used on Olivia to calm her down?
Ophelia.
Oh, jeez, man,
She was so careful about phrasing it too.
I tried. What was the power?
That was darkness into light. However, that is a very limited power, and it would not have been restored to you yet.
Yeah, I think
so
you can only
can't
use
do
it once a day.
again?
It's
No.
still on cooldown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's still the same day. Oh man.
It's been like an hour.
yeah, an hour, maybe 3 at the very most.
Do I have an essence to burn for that? Can I?
No.
Can I?
No,
What if I
That's
burn
not how
like
that
two?
works.
No,
Can
this
I
is
blitz
happening.
burn?
No, this is
Alright.
happening.
Ballroom blitz. Let's go.
What is your defense, just so I know?
6.
That's okay. Alright, that's good for me to know. Okay. What are you going to do, Tommy? Actually, let me pause you two real quick. Is there anything anybody else wants to do? Obviously, the table to the face knocked you off your feet, and you went into Erhan, you stated, correct, Tori?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Jackson.
Well, he's kind of just stunned at how 0 to 100 this went. Pretty quick. Although that doesn't last long because, werewolves go from 0 to 100 often enough. So he's going to start moving furniture out of the way.
Craig actually joins you in the moving of furniture.
No, that's nice of him.
This is two alphas having a dispute. It's
and
how it's gonna be.
Occasionally, you hear a clanging on the floor, and as you look back, you see what appears to have been your cutlery falling out of his trench coat and him picking it back up.
What the heck?
Dude, bruh.
It's nice stuff.
Get your own. That's ours. How much?
I am getting my own.
Can I open his trench coat? I want to open it.
You actually find he somehow has gotten a hold of the kneecap, and it falls out onto the floor.
Ooh.
Dude,
Keto
you do
notice
not. The cutlery is one thing, and I pick up the kneecap. You do not take my.
That's just rude.
Kita's probably too focused on the alpha fight, but I'm curious. Could she see any of that?
Oh yeah, no, this is right out in the open.
I think you would be more
Is
focused on the person who threw you a table, though.
Yeah,
Alan-
Kita just glances over like, what the heck?
Talons and fetishes are off limits. You know that.
Oh my.
Nothing's off limits, and you know that. He chuckles as he continues to pick up the silverware and continues to move about, trying to move furniture out of the way, with you accosting him.
Okay.
I'm trying to save you guys some money here. I don't want more furniture being broken.
You're stealing on us. What are you talking about saving us money? We have to buy more cutlery every time you come here.
Hush you.
Your argument is invalid.
Don't make me calm one of these fools down.
What?
You seem to remember that he is an Edeloth as well.
Oh. Oh yeah, you could do that, couldn't you?
And he kind of points at his head like, think about it. Cedric, is there anything you want to do?
As all manner of chaos is unleashed upon the kitchen,
Here's the gentle.
Cedric finds himself accosted not by fur, not by cutlery, but by the tea and biscuits and jam that he worked so hard to create, as the tea set he was using is flung hither and there, smashing across the wall as everyone goes into a panic. This is completely and unlike anything he's had to deal with his previous pack. As a result, he actually doesn't know what to do. This is very uncoordinated. This is a madhouse. So there's not a whole lot he can do except back up.
Alright, Tomi, give me your initiative roll, please.
Okay, one moment.
I look over at the others and I say, he's looking for a signal. Like, do we throw down? Do we jump in? Do we? I'm looking over at Pooter. What's your character again?
Jackson.
Jackson. I'm looking over at Jackson. Like,
And you see him pulling furniture out of the way, clearing a space. So maybe just stay out of the way.
Do I just add all
that's
the
about
numbers
he can do
together?
right now.
No, how many successes you have?
Successes. I got 1918.
Alright, Vanessa got 4 successes, so she'll go first.
All right, come at me.
Okay, she's gonna take just a standard swing, and you said your defense is 6?
Yes.
And that's in Dalu form, correct?
Yes.
She's not the best of fighters, but she's still has some
you
dice.
roll, but you always roll.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even matter.
All right. She's able to punch you and deal a point of lethal damage. Or no, that would be a point of bashing damage. My bad. For a punch.
Bashing. Okay. My turn.
Bashing is
Yep.
Bashing is worse than lethal, or lethal worse than bashing?
Lethal is worse than bashing.
Man, how come I always get lethal?
Because you had a table thrown at you.
Yeah. You had a table smack you in the face.
I want to. So she threw a punch. I want to be able to. I want to attempt to grapple her and, like swing her over. Like.
All right. When you attempt to grapple, it is a opposed strength plus brawl check. Muay Thai is not really known for grappling, though, so you don't get your specialty in this.
Okay, that's fine. So it's just gonna be brawl and strength.
Yes, and then if you win, you get to you secure the grapple. If she wins, she gets out of or she's able to prevent the grapple. If you succeed twice over what she does, you can perform your first grapple move on her, and if she succeeds two times over you, she grapples you.
Okay.
Is how that goes.
5.
That's not going to be too hard then.
Okie dokie. I need a flatter surface. I forget. Is 8 a success or no?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so 2 8s. That's a 6. 2 4 6. 2 4 6. 1 9. So 1 10, 1 9, 2 8s.
Reroll the 10.
You roll in the 10. Nope, didn't go.
Okay, so that's still 4 successes. That's still more than enough. And you definitely are double. So you're able to secure the grapple, and then what exactly are you doing? Are you trying to damage her when you throw her into the ground, or what?
Yes, like full body, like slam.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna do a quick damage roll here. Not for Vanessa because you've dealt. You have 4 successes, 4 points of bashing damage. But I'm rolling damage for something else. 2. You can hear, since the floor is hardwood, you can actually hear the hardwood crack as you break through the first layer of the hardwood.
First layer?
Because hardwood is actually on top of other things, so it's not like she went through the base into the
basement. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was picturing.
No.
No, she's not in the basement.
Hold on, guys. Sorry.
But the floor is very, very damaged.
So
Yeah,
she cracked the flooring and
Cut
the
the head
subflooring.
off. Cut
What do you
off
mean?
his head.
Mute yourself if you're yelling. What's
Yeah.
happening over there?
I'm muting her. Let me know when she's done.
Well, she's not saying anything yet, so she might have walked away.
Okay. But yeah, she's cracked the flooring.
Ooh.
Alright, does anybody want to step in, do anything, or... Because otherwise it's just, me...
Get back and forth.
Yeah. So I'm gonna check in at, after each round.
Sorry. It took me a moment to speak up.
You're fine.
Perhaps would one step ahead be a little helpful here to see just how horrifically terrible this is going?
What does one
But-
step ahead?
That's more of a tracking thing.
Yeah,
Like you can
I feel like it's
you
more
can tell
tracking.
where an enemy is going to be like running through a door or what path they'll take.
You know,
Yeah, that is more.
let's just say Cedric is trying to consider his options at the moment.
All right.
What can he do? Should he maybe just leave out the back? Actually, no. You know what? No. Stepping in the far back, and depending on how sour things go, just stepping out back and letting them deal with it sounds like a good idea. I assume that because the lawyer didn't just outright stab Jackson, that there's not that much animosity going on.
I mean, no more than any other rival packs.
The Craig walks over to having cleared off his area or cleared out his area of furniture. Kind of walks up to Cedric and goes, "Oh, don't worry. The animosity's not really between the packs. It's them blowing off steam. They'll be fine."
This is standard procedure for these packs, then, I assume?
For these two people, and he gestures at the quite literal dog pile going on.
Dogfight.
Same. It's very unconventional given our current situation.
Emotions run high, people throw punches. I mean, I'm sure your pack gets into scraps.
Early on, yes, but our pack managed to take care of these issues pretty early. We were very close knit at the time.
Well, having a totem also helps with that. These two don't have a totem, and they have philosophical differences. It's just, this will sort itself out, and nobody's really going to get hurt. And he kind of points. Also, I noticed that there was a car that was in a bunch of pieces. Are you going to be needing any of those pieces?
Yes, we're going to be needing all those pieces, and if you happen to know someone who can procure additional parts, my counterpart is working on fixing it up.
I could absolutely do that, and I may need to return a couple of them to you.
She will stab you. And if I may, she allegedly is very good at hiding. So, please, put those back. We don't need more issues here.
You see him toss out like a couple of spark plugs from his coat.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I believe the term here is avoiding a prison shank. He just kind of nods. He's got kind of that slow burn of, I'm sure Craig understands the concept of a woman scorned.
All right.
A woman very good with knives.
All right, Tommy, could you give me your strength plus brawl roll?
Yep.
I'm assuming you want to continue the grapple, correct?
I'm just pinning her.
Okay,
I want to keep
And
her
yeah.
pinned.
then yes.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Hey, I think this is one of my best rolls yet. Okay. No, not the best. 4. 4 successes.
You just want to pin, you don't want to perform a second maneuver?
Nope, just pinning her.
So that would be hold.
Yep, hold. She kind of snarls, "You brute, get off of me!"
I need you to listen, you pretentious princess. Bring your team, bring your army, load up your arsenal, do whatever the frick you need to do. But do it quietly. That's all I'm saying. But you'd never listen, do you? You always just listen to your own voice. If you would have let me finish, I would have told you. Yes, call whoever you need to. Just don't make a scene like you do in everything.
It was your little annoying pup that caused this scene.
Because you didn't let me finish talking again. Doesn't matter. You destroyed my table. The least you can do is listen, okay? Bring whoever you need to bring. Call whoever you need to call. Keep it quiet.
Get off of me.
Gladly. I get off of her.
She stands up quickly and kind of cracks her neck.
I could have killed you.
Craig kind of raises a finger. I would not have allowed that. Let that be on the record.
I turn back to Hishu, human form. We all have a clear understanding that we need to get this done quickly, swiftly, and stealthy. We need to devise a plan. That's why I told her to give us a few days so I can quote unquote convince you guys. All right? Giving everybody around us time to gather. But in that time frame where we're gathering, we need to stay quiet.
She sighs. So, what should... And she takes on the Hishu form as well. What should be my excuse for being in town then, leader?
Everybody knows your beef with me. Just keep acting like yourself. Make it seem like you're just trying to take my territory.
She nods to Craig, and you see Craig get on the phone, and he kind of heads out back.
So we'll just keep acting like we have beef towards each other.
Oh, we do.
We do.
Don't really need to act on that.
So we'll keep that going to make everyone else believe it. It shouldn't be hard.
Where would be... Do you have a map? She kind of makes a gesture. I don't want to end up in the Pure's territory, because that would be... That would just be the cherry on top of a lovely cake.
We'll draw up a map and text it to you. Texting
Fine.
will probably be our safest bet as far as communicating goes.
Fine. She kind of shrugs and then proceeds to leave out the back with Craig.
I look at my poor table.
It's in 100 pieces, along with a good portion of your floor as well.
These are really old floors. My poor table.
It's an old table, too.
Out of all things that I could have lost today, I had to lose my table.
It will be mourned. Should we have a funeral?
I look up kind of angrily, but sad because I want to say yes. We'll just need to clean up pieces and devise a plan because, to be honest, I don't know what we're going to do next.
Well, Craig said he can get some flamethrowers.
Flamethrowers are handy. Impressive. We're going to have to think of code words too.
What are we, spies now? Code words? What do we need code words for?
We're going to be spied.
Oh,
she's going to
anti-spy play.
Yeah. She's going to send somebody. So if we ever want to openly talk about somebody in the room, we need some kind of code word. And then find a place where we can plan things out. Eventually, everybody is going to meet up here. So I'm trying to think, what do we need to do? We need to isolate her in a location where we can all ambush her. So I'm thinking we'll play it off, and the day where we meet her to let her know that yes, we're taking her deal, then that's when we execute.
So, if we kill the queen, what happens to the rest?
The in game or out of game?
Yes.
I don't know if I would know.
None of your pack is actually specialized in hosts.
Yeah, which tribe is that again?
Hunters in Darkness.
And we don't have a hunter in darkness.
Who?
Most of the Glitter Fangs, to your knowledge, are Iron Masters. All of the Ebon Shadows are Bone Shadows.
So we don't have any that we know of in our immediate
Circle.
circle.
We can't just go on Craigslist. This isn't something we could just Google. So we are pretty much shooting in the dark and hoping that if we kill the queen, the rest die with her.
I don't know enough about hosts to refute it, but it doesn't sound right to me.
Traveling Roots goes, so are we also getting a hold of the Ebon Shadows? And what about George and Ben?
Well, we should get a hold of the Ebon Shadows, and George and Ben probably should know as well, since we're going to be having a nice big party going on.
So who wants to make those phone calls?
I'll call the Ebon Shadows, and she can call the Pures.
I'll get a hold of George and Ben.
All right.
And I'll call a carpenter for the floor.
Thank you. And my table.
I look at the table. Can I, based on my old school knowledge of ancient tables, determine maybe how salvageable this table is? I mean, it only got flipped.
Got smashed.
So-
Yeah, I
I
did.
didn't think her face was that hard.
It wasn't
Hard-headed.
not necessarily the hardness of her face. It was the force, and the fact that this table has. Well, yes, it was still in one piece. It was not by any means a solid piece of wood anymore. So yeah, it shattered.
It exploded.
I'll get someone to repair the floor.
Kita's gonna take a nap in the living room. I think she's gonna need it.
So, Jackson comes back after a few minutes.
Yes.
Phone-
I would like to know the names of the whatever I called, because I don't remember. I'll write it down.
The Ebon Shadows.
I got that, but who did I call?
Ghostbusters.
It was a conference call, so it was the whole lieu of 7 of them. Because they are a very large pack for a Forsaken pack.
Give me the alpha then. I just want to write it down.
M-A-R-C, Mark.
Okay.
Mar.
No, see, the head of the Ebon Shadows was a wolf named Hedgehog.
Huh.
Ow. Ow.
This is how you get negative experience points.
Aw.
You can get negative?
I thought it was clever. I make those quips all the time. I don't want to hear anything about it.
Tommy, who are you going to call first?
Trying to think. How would George feel about? Oh my gosh. I know that we all think that she hasn't tried making a deal with him, but I don't know.
Out of game. Weren't we supposed to touch bases with him anyway out of the sewers?
Probably.
You guys are technically working together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just popped up in my mind. I'm like, wait a
Yeah.
minute.
We should be sharing information.
Yeah.
So you want to contact George first or Ben?
We'll do George first.
You dial that number on your phone, your blood's already seething.
Yeah, it's boiling. I'm tired, angry, annoyed. Coffee table's gone. I have to call this asshole.
No.
Tommy. What do I owe this phone call?
George, always a pleasure. Just reporting in. Do you have any additional info? What have you done? How are you? How are the kids?
The pups are fine. Thanks for asking. Megan's doing fine. My pack's been doing what it needs to do here on the flesh side. We have a little bit of a harder time traversing now that we don't have your loci.
Any unwanted guests?
I mean, we've torched a few webs here on the physical side. So, I mean, we've squashed any unwanted guests we've had. What about you?
Webs. Spiders. Lots of spiders.
That sounds promising. Do tell.
Well, we had a visitor, actually.
I caught wind that there was another werewolf pack coming in.
Yeah. The glitter fangs. They dropped by.
I
heard about our issues.
don't approve of that. But I'm assuming you were not part of that. I hope.
No, she just loves torturing me. She heard of what our little issue.
Huh. Maybe. Sorry.
Apparently, the host, Spider Lady, she's taken form of a woman named Cynthia. Apparently, she's trying to cut a deal with her.
Cynthia.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very interesting. I've bumped into her a couple of times on the campaign trail.
Yeah. So, she came by because I don't know if you know.
I'm assuming you killed her since you're not dead.
Oh, well, there was a tussle. Always in disagreements. She was given a pretty good proposition to take the rest of this territory with the help of Spider Lady. Which is why I wanted to call in and see if you've gotten any responses.
So wait. Let me see if I'm understanding what you're saying. The Glitterfangs are here because Spider Lady contacted them?
Yes.
I will end them.
As much as I would enjoy that, which I really, really would.
Oh no, this is not a matter that I'm debating with you. I'm just giving you forewarning. I'm going to wipe out a Forsaken pack tonight.
You can. As stated, I would rather enjoy that. I would. Beforehand, though, I think this would be a really good opportunity to set up and funnel out Spider Lady, since she has so much trust in the Glitterfangs.
What are you proposing I do then?
If we're going to execute this correctly and funnel her out, we need her to believe that we've all banded together and whatnot. And we need to lure her in a location where we can actually all just wham bam and done, so to speak.
I mean,
As far as I know, I'm thinking if we can just kill her off, all goes bye bye. Everything ends. We're all good.
that's wishful thinking and a half. She'll just...
I'm a dream.
Assuming she's as powerful as we figure she is.
Mm-hmm.
When you kill her, she's just going to shatter into thousands, if not millions of shards, which are going to go right back to where they came from and start consuming, and she won't be back. But an amalgamation of something very similar will just be right back, and we'll be right back at square one. That's how many of these spiders we have.
It would be a start, and I think that's what we're needing is a start. We're kind of just shooting in the dark right now. And every day we just keep getting outnumbered more and more and more.
I've obtained some weaponry as well.
Okay.
Since we're in the full disclosure thing.
Well, I didn't want to stir up any problems with you and the Glitter Fangs. I just wanted to inform you of what's going on and what I think we should possibly do. If you're on board, call whoever you need to call, get whatever you need to get, and then in a few days, start a war.
I will take this under advisement. And that's all I can say. And that's... the phone clicks.
So what do you say?
So I might have thrown Vanessa under the bus.
I heard that much.
Yeah. I kind of panicked. I panicked, and he bought it. So that's that. I stated. I have no idea what I'm doing here.
So did
Ugh.
he have any information?
He had no information. He's basically been doing what, according to him, obviously, I can't trust 100% what he says, but according to him, all he's been doing is pretty much what we've been doing, cleaning up webs. That's it. He didn't get any visit from Spider Lady, according to him. So, he's on board with perhaps calling everyone he has and seeing if we can just nuke her. And again, he just thinks killing her isn't really going to resolve the problem. It might help the problem, but not necessarily resolve it. Though at this point, helping reduce the issue is the best I can think of right now versus just clawing our way through thick web.
What if we could gather them all into one spot and then torch them all at once? Wouldn't that be good?
Maybe. I still have to call Ben. Does Ben know anything about anything?
You're asking me? I've only met the guy once.
No, that's true. I don't know how much info he has, what he knows, who he knows. I guess we can ask him too.
So, you're gonna ring up Ben?
Yeah, my final phone call for the night.
It rings a couple times, and then Ben finally picks up. Tomi, how are you doing?
Ben, I'm fine. How's the family?
Why are you lying?
Because I'm a liar.
That checks.
Yeah.
So exactly how are you doing?
By far one of the worst days. Maybe not the worst. Top 5, definitely. Top 5. My coffee table has been destroyed. I was visited by 2 unwanted guests. And now I am shooting in the dark trying to figure out what exactly will we accomplish if we kill the host.
Well, it's not a matter of killing one host, it's a matter of killing as many of the shards as you can.
Is there a way to gather the shards?
I mean, the problem is the bigger they get, the more of their own kind they've consumed, and when you kill the bigger form, they tend to just break apart into a bunch of little shards. And the tricky part is a lot of times when they break apart into regular spiders. Only a couple of them actually contain the essence, I guess would be the best word, even though it's not exactly correct, of the original host. So, think of it like this. You have a bunch of empty shards of glass, and then you have one shard of glass that has a little pearl in it. That's exactly what happens when you kill one of the bigger ones. Shh! All those shards of glass, and only one of them actually really matters.
How do we know which one's the one that really matters?
You don't. That's the problem.
Of course. Nothing has to be easy in my life.
Well, I mean, there's a reason Father Wolf couldn't kill them.
Is there
Oh,
there's
and
no way of trying to locate it?
no, you just gotta kill every single last drop. Oh, the rats have arrived, by the way.
Rats?
Do you want me to send a few over to your location to gnaw some holes?
Rats? What? Well, I already had a spider problem. Now you want to send me rats?
I told you, this was my part of the deal. I was going to bring in the Bishu.
I got spiders and I got rats. What's next? Hornets?
I don't see how bringing in the wasp hosts would help.
I was joking. Don't bring hornets, please.
As stated, I don't see why I would. They're not going to be helpful.
Yeah, bring the rats.
Awesome. Is there anything else you need to tell me?
No, I think that's all I needed to know. So, gather them all together, shoot our shot, and hope that we kill the main pearl, right?
More or less. And I mean, obviously, we want to kill as many of their subordinates that they have already, because, who knows if they're regular spiders or if they have that little shard that we're talking about.
All right. Well, I'll figure it out from there then. Thanks, and have a good night.
I will certainly try. Click.
I sit on the couch, looking at my used to be table. All right.
And we're gonna go ahead and call it here, actually.
Fade to black.
So, this has been Ian the Storyteller, joined by Envy Rose.
As Kita.
Nappy Kitty.
Tommy without a coffee table.
Booter.
And no caring about Kita.
Jackson.
And Vincent.
Vincent Eldwin as Cedric.
We'll see you all next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.